What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. By the way, I just woke up, so if I look like I haven't been getting enough sleep in the past 2 years, it's because I haven't. A lot of late nights spent playing Mountain Blade Warband, Civ, and The Witcher 3. Speaking of The Witcher, the official trailer for the Netflix series of The Witcher was just released on San Diego Comic-Con, and we're gonna watch it and react to it. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on it. Before we do that though, I just want to say a couple things. Number one, The Witcher is the most beloved franchise in my heart, and I love everything Witcher, the books, the games, Gwent, you name it. I have read, how many books is that? 5, 6? Here, let's go check it out. Alright, so I've read Sword of Destiny, read The Last Wish, read Blood of Elves, read The Time of Contempt, read Baptism of Fire, have yet to read these last two. So yeah, I've read most of the books. I have not touched the first Witcher game, even though it's in my Steam library. I bought it like a couple years ago. Yeah, maybe I'll get around to playing it. Maybe I'll film it. I have played The Witcher 2 twice, and I have undoubtedly put more than 1,200 hours on 2 copies of The Witcher 3 on PS4, a copy on Steam, and a copy on GOG. Number 2, this is a teaser trailer, so I'm not really expecting to find out a lot about the plot or which characters are going to be included in this season. Really, the main focus of this season. What I'm really expecting from this trailer is just to see how they're adapting it onto television, how good the characters look, and how authentic they look, and yeah, just a look into the direction that they're taking this series into. Number 3, it is heavily emphasized that this series is going to be directly adapted from the books, not the games. So if you've played the games but not read the books and you're expecting characters like the Bloody Baron or Charles Dance as Emperor Mir or even Uma, you're not going to get that here. But that's fine though, because the characters in the books are just as good, if not even better. I know a lot of people are worried and doubtful. I have managed to stay pretty optimistic and adopting a mindset of kind of just taking things with a grain of salt. Now we have the official teaser trailer, and this could either fuel that fire more for doubting how well the series will turn out, or it can do the opposite and truly make a statement that this is a series that you should be hopeful for and you should be excited for. Alright, that's enough rambling. Let's put on these headphones and give this trailer a watch. By the way, I'm going to be doing 2 watch throughs. The first time where I'm kind of just taking it in. For the first time, I probably won't be speaking that much. And then the second time where I'll be trying to dissect what's going on. Alright, here we go.
I remember hearing stories about witches.
Okay.
Is it true what they say?
Okay.
Elves are the original sorcerers of the continent. When humans and monsters arrived, elves taught humans how to turn chaos into magic. And then the humans slaughtered them.
Chaos is the most dangerous thing in this world. But without control, chaos will kill you.
So that's all life is to
Okay.
you?
Okay.
Monsters and money.
It's all it needs to be.
Something out there waits.
Jesus.
This child will be extraordinary.
Oh.
Yennefer, imagine the most powerful woman in the world. Do you have what it takes?
Oh.
She's why they came.
Yeah.
You can't outrun destiny just because you're terrified of it. It's coming.
Fight Guild of Rivia.
Oh.
I can't do this without you.
No matter what you
Okay.
choose,
Okay. Okay.
you'll come out bloody.
Okay. 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 Well, so my very first impressions, it looks pretty good. I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. Yeah, I think the things that they showed were... They actually showed kind of a lot more than I was expecting. And it looked good. I think first impressions of how the characters looked. Henry Cavill is still massive. And in the books, Geralt really isn't that muscular. He's more... he has more of the frame and body type that you would expect from someone who's really agile and quick. Ciri looks pretty good. Yeah. I didn't really notice the green eyes. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but I didn't really notice if she had green eyes. Which the green eyes are very important because it's an indication of her bloodline. Yen, I think Yen in the casting was the most contentious of all. And I mean, I guess in terms of how she looks for the character, it's not really what I was expecting, and it's not really what the books described her as. But I think what she could bring in terms of performance to the show looks, from what the few bits that we saw, it looked okay. Again, trying to be hopeful and optimistic about this. Okay, so now we're gonna go through the second watch through, and I'm gonna be pausing a lot more and talking a lot more.
I remember hearing stories about witches.
Okay, I like this. I quite like how he looks here. There's the medallion. He's got the white hair. Angry face. A lot of the descriptions of Geralt are they make him seem very terrifying. And a lot of the townspeople and common folk are very scared of him. I remember a description of him that really stuck with me is how Sapkowski described his smile as hideous. So yeah, he looks like he could be kind of scary here.
Is it true what they say?
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Brokilon Forest, where the Dryads live, and they are very protective of, and where they tried to turn Ciri into a Dryad.
Original sorcerers of the continent.
Although she was not that age.
When humans and monsters arrived, elves taught the humans how to turn chaos into magic. And then the humans slaughtered
The humans did slaughter the elves, yeah.
Chaos is the most dangerous thing in
That
this
might be Aretuza, the school of sorcerers is.
world. But without
I'm gonna
control,
go back a bit and see
the
if...
most dangerous thing
They look green, right? Yeah, they look green.
in this world. But without control, chaos will kill you.
Okay, they showed this scene a lot, and I'm guessing from the coloring and the lighting and the setting that and Geralt fighting, that all the cuts in this place are from the same scene. I think this might be the very first story in the first book, which, by the way, the first two books are a compilation of short stories that give you a sense of what the Witcher world is like, who the main characters are, and especially a look into Geralt. And the first story is where he takes on a contract from King Foltest, the king of Temeria, one of the northern regions, whose daughter has turned into, I forgot the flippin' name of the monster. She turns into this big hulking beast, and Geralt has to go down into like the very deep crypts or whatever it was, I forgot, and cure her, not kill her, which he does, but it's a big long battle. It's also the opening cinematic of the first Witcher game, by the way. So that might be it.
So that's all life is to you.
That might be her.
Monsters and money.
It's all it needs to
Massive.
Something out there waits for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, those are green eyes.
Child will be extraordinary.
Oh, that's when she got trapped in the desert, isn't it?
Imagine the most powerful woman in the world. Do you have what it takes?
Ooh, battle. What if that's the Battle of Sodden Hill, which was a very infamous battle because it was bloody and brutal on both sides. Nilfgaard versus the North.
She's why they came.
That. Back it up. Okay, so I'm certain that that's the Siege of Sintra, where the Nilfgaardians invaded one of the northern regions, Sintra, because that's where Ciri's from, and she's heiress to the throne of Sintra.
You can't out.
Oh! Okay, I'm pretty sure this is on Thaned Island, where there was like this party or gathering congregation thing of sorcerers and sorceresses and a bunch of political people. I remember Dijkstra was there, what a bitch, and the whole thing kind of went to shit because it turns out a lot of people were betraying and backstabbing each other. Yennefer showcased Ciri's power to all the other like sorcerers and sorceresses, and everybody was like, what? Who is this? And so now Ciri has a target on her back, and Geralt was there too. And when Geralt's in a place with mages and sorceresses, things don't really go very well. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what this is.
Run destiny just because you're terrified of it. It's coming.
Find Geralt of Rivia.
Who is that? Who is that? Who was that? It might be... I don't know.
I can't do.
That's the thing. That's the thing that I was talking about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's King Foltest's daughter.
I can't do this without you.
No matter what you choose,
I'm pretty sure that was also on Thaned.
you'll come out bloody.
And that's Geralt having drunk a potion, a Witcher potion, by the way, which is extremely lethal to regular humans. And yeah, the books essentially describe him as a straight up horror show when he drinks a potion, because yeah, it does this to them. It like makes their veins like all like like really gross and stuff. And yeah, their skin turns super pale. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. I don't know why there was a giant spider though. Looked like a frostbite spider from Skyrim. All right, yeah, that's it. All right, you know what? I'm hopeful. I truly am. I truly am. For a teaser trailer, this was pretty damn good. Right, so visually and aesthetically, it looks pretty damn good. Pretty close to what I would imagine the places that they showed in this trailer would look like based on descriptions in the books. Henry Cavill as Geralt looks great. Freya Allan as Ciri looks great. Yen, but I'll be looking forward to her performance. So yeah, now I think what the next thing that they're probably going to reveal or clear up or whatever is the story, is the plot of this season. And the thing about the Witcher books is that Sapkowski loves to deal in gray areas. Listen, read the first two Witcher books, and I'm talking about the compilation of short stories that Sapkowski wrote. They're phenomenal. Each one of them is so good, and I think it's a good way. He did it brilliantly because, again, as I said earlier, the short stories set up the Witcher, the world. You know, the whole monsters and magic, the conjunction of the spheres, how people in the world deal with those things, what the job of a Witcher is, and why it's actually pretty difficult, and it's not just slaying monsters. And so if you're kind of like looking to get into this world and this universe, definitely start with the first two books. Anyway, as I was saying, Sapkowski loves gray areas, especially when it comes to morality. The world that he created for The Witcher makes it really easy for simple-minded people to say, monsters, bad, humans, good. And the Witchers are kind of the mediators in between. They kill the bad monsters, and in doing so, protect the good humans. And then Sapkowski comes in and uses Geralt to ask, are you for reals, my dude, for thinking that? But what I think the first two books are about is ultimately a question of humanity and what makes us human. Because oftentimes, even though monsters are labeled as monsters, it's usually humans that are the ones committing the monstrous and just savage and barbaric acts of violence. So yeah, I hope this series can retain that depth of moral grayness within the interwoven into the story. Alright, well that's it for the video, guys. If you liked it, enjoyed it, if you think my thoughts on this trailer were interesting, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have something to say, useful or otherwise, do so in the comments down below. If you want to follow me on social media, all of the links of that are down in the description. And if you want to support me, subscribe and see more content like this. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video. I'm gonna go play some Witcher 3 now. Goodbye!